Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Brian Altano. I'm here with Jose Otero.
What's going on, man?
And we have played Smash Brothers on the new Nintendo 3DS.
That's right. It's very exciting times here at IGN. We got a new
good.
Nintendo 3DS in the office, and we've been messing around.
Yeah.
So what do you want to know?
So when Smash Brothers came to 3DS, obviously we were all very excited for it. A lot of people said they were holding out for the Wii U version because they weren't sure about how it's going to control the 3DS with the circle pad. You reviewed Smash Brothers. You loved it. I think it put a lot of fears to rest. A lot of us have been playing it around the office. A lot of people are playing it at home. And I think that it's really connected with a lot of people, but there's still that sort of apprehension, like, what if there was a second stick, or what if there was a different stick to do Smash Attack?
Yeah.
And now there is.
So
sort of.
You hit it right on the head too, because from the beginning, the big question for a lot of people was how exactly would Smash sort of fit on the limitations of a 3DS, right?
Yeah.
Dealing with a circle pad instead of a true dedicated analog stick. Now with new 3DS, new Nintendo 3DS, there is in fact a C stick.
Yeah.
And the C stick, which is kind of like someone dropped an eraser just on your 3DS, and it would sit there and it's stiff, but as you shift it and move it, you can actually pull off smash attacks when you flick it, or when you can like tap and hold a little bit to charge a smash attack before you actually deliver it. So it feels right, but if you look at the layout of the system itself, where the C-stick is does require you to make a couple of adjustments.
It's a weird thing to look at first, but the second you actually start playing with it a little bit, it makes sense how you can do small, sort of quicker gestures on it to do smash attacks. Holding, as you pointed out, does work well too. Yeah. But yeah, I think that like going from there down to an attack button might take a second or two, or a couple minutes of getting used to. Yeah. But I think it's doable. I think it's a good idea, and I think like some Smash experts are going to figure it out. I mean, Smash Brothers is a game that started on the N64 controller, which was weird to begin with. Moved on to the GameCube controller, which was also weird if you think about it. Like,
yeah, but it was probably its most pure and best interpretation by far.
Yeah.
Which is why the GameCube controller continues to stick around regardless of what platform.
Which is why people modded the GameCube controller to work on the Nintendo 3DS, which is another story entirely.
Oh, yeah, no,
but yeah, I think it works well, and obviously in Smash Brothers you are able to customize all your controls and stuff like that. So it's a good option. There's some other stuff we did notice outside of just controller.
Oh yeah, no,
though,
just in terms of performance, right? Like right now, if you have Smash Brothers on your Nintendo 3DS, you know that if you quit out or are entering that game for the first time, you are in for a bit of a wait. On the new Nintendo 3DS, because of some of the slightly improved specs, we ran them side by side. Now granted, this isn't super accurate testing, and we're going to have a video on the site that will actually show them to you under different conditions. But on the new Nintendo 3DS, Smash loads up way faster. Now
keep in mind, there's a lot of factors here coming into play, such as memory cards. I use a 32 gig. You're launching off a 4 gig, I believe.
No, I'm using a 32 gig, but it's a micro SD card, high capacity.
That's right.
So yeah, we just have to look at some data transfer rates. We're definitely going to try this out with cartridges themselves, but we did notice a significant amount of wait time on his side versus mine.
It's definitely a more powerful system. It's faster. And one other thing I wanted to point out that we're kind of enjoying so far is the 3D effect.
I was hoping you were going to talk about that. Yeah, and just the fact that, so you know from the beginning when this thing was presented in Japan that they sort of worked on 3D so that there is some head tracking involved and it'll sort of keep the image. So right now, you know, if you play any game with the 3D slider up, you always run the risk of, oh, I just shifted my weight a little and all of a sudden I lost the image. I have a double, let me find the image again.
There's that jitter that you get. 3DS owners know about this. You're holding the 3DS, you look up, you get a phone call, something or you're on a bus and there's a bounce. So you look down and all of a sudden everything shakes for a minute. It takes you a minute to get readjusted.
Yeah, but now with sort of the way it's set up currently, you can basically sort of tilt, I think you said it best, at roughly a 45-degree angle. And the image, like, it's almost like one of those made-for-TV commercials. Like, it still holds the image.
And it still holds the image.
It was really surprising.
Cool. One thing we haven't tested out yet that we're really excited about is Amiibo support. The bottom screen has an NFC Amiibo scanner basically in it. And we don't have those yet, so as soon as we get those, we'll play with those. But yeah, just a couple twerks, a couple differences, and that's Smash Brothers on the new Nintendo 3DS.
Now, it's not coming to North America anytime soon. Nintendo has yet to say when, but they've been clear, 2014 it will not be here. So keep your eyes open in 2014. We'll definitely have more by then.
Cool, thanks Jose. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Smash Brothers on the new Nintendo 3DS. For all things Smash Brothers, Nintendo, IGN in general, keep it locked right here.